So guys, today is our third class of OSPF, right? Everyone. Okay.
Yes.
So in third class of OSPF, we are going to discuss the next topic that is called OSPF is a link state routing protocol. Again, I am telling OSPF is a link state routing protocol. Now the thing is, what do you mean by link state routing protocol? What do you mean by link state routing protocol? First of all, before link state routing protocol, do you guys know GPS system? Right? Na? GPS system. Everyone is using the Google Map, right? Everyone.
Yes.
The Google Map. In Google Map, how actually the Google Map is working? Anyone? For example, let's suppose I am living in India, Noida location. So when I search any location in the Noida, definitely on the Google Map, I get 2, 3, 4 paths are there, right? Na? Everyone to reach the destination, right? Everyone.
Yes.
It means definitely when I am using the Google Map, definitely Google is using any server for all the routes. Yes or no? Right? Definitely. What Google is doing, Google has one server, and on this server, what Google is doing, Google store all the possible routes from source to destination. Getting my point? And according to the convenience, whenever you are searching, Google is telling you the best path. Getting my point? For example, if any path has a more traffic, then Google is telling you this one. Like this. Sometimes we can't trust on the Google Maps also. Okay. But the thing is how Google Maps work. So in Google server, all the possible paths are there, and among all the possible paths, Google is telling you the best path to reach the destination. Yes or no? Yes, everyone. Are you tell me? Right,
Yes.
na? Similarly, in case of OSPF, similar kind of thing happening in case of OSPF. What is in case of OSPF, router know all the possible path to reach the destination, but only choose the best path. Only choose the best path. Now again, interviewer will ask you here cross question. Tell me how. How router will choose the best path when you configure the OSPF? Who can answer me? I told you these things in previous classes. OSPF use one algorithm. What is the name of that algorithm, guys?
SPF.
SPF. Shortest path first. Shortest path first. Getting my point, everyone? So OSPF use this algorithm to choose the best path. Are you getting my point, everyone? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
So it means what is the conclusion? Conclusion is OSPF has all the possible paths to reach the destination, but OSPF choose the best path among all the possible paths. Yes or no? Yes. This is
Yes.
great because knowing all the path means it won't accidentally send the data in the loop. It means in case of OSPF know all the path, and this is the great thing. Let's suppose if any one path goes down, we have a alternate path. Yes or no? Everyone. Yes. Just like calculating the long route on the GPS takes more time and power than short one. You guys feel these things? For example, let's suppose right now I'm living in India and I'm searching the routes in the New York. Definitely it will some take time, na everyone? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
It is generally takes time. Why? Because you are searching the long routes and you are searching in the different zone. Getting my point? So definitely it will take time, and definitely you are utilizing the more power to the server. Getting my point? Similar kind of thing in OSPF. Let's suppose in OSPF to reach the one destination, there are 10 paths are there in its routing table. and let's suppose you ping that destination. What OSPF will do? OSPF try to calculate the best path. It means OSPF check all the 10 paths in its routing table one by one. Yes or no? Yes. And once OSPF check all the path one by one, then after OSPF will calculate or OSPF will choose the best path among all the 10 paths. Yes or no? Yes. Definitely, router will check all the 10 paths which is present in its routing table. So definitely it is quite lengthy task. It means definitely OSPF utilize the high CPU and power. Yes or no, everyone? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason I'm telling OSPF is also working like ZPS system. Now the thing is, what do you mean by link state? See, OSPF router talk to each other by sending a message called LSA. I hope multiple students even listen this word LSA. Link state advertisement. Again, I am telling link state advertisement. Now, what is LSA? For example, this is the router. This is the router. If you configure OSPF on the router, I told you when the neighborship will establish, router exchange, start exchanging the data. Do you guys know? I told you, I think in previous class. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See, again, I am telling this is router number 1. This is router number 1. This is router number 2. First of all, tell me one thing. This is me. This is Nabil. Nabil is also living, or you can say Nabil is my neighbor. First of all, tell me, let's suppose if you are living in the society or anywhere where multiple peoples are living around you. But see, it means multiple people are living around you. It means all are your neighbor. Yes or no? Yes. All are your neighbor. But you are not exchanging the thing with everyone. Are yes or no? Yes, na? For example, Nabil is also living in my neighbor. And there are multiple people who is living in the neighbor. It doesn't mean I am exchanging. Let's suppose in my home, I make very special thing. I cook very special thing. I'm not going to serve or I'm not going to share with everyone. Yes or no? Everyone. This is common thing. Are you tell me? Yes, na? So in the same way, let's suppose this is the OSPF and this is the OSPF you configured. Fine. And let's suppose on this router maintain one database. I told you in previous class, right? Router maintain the database. Database means you can assume routing table. Okay, na? For example, this router have multiple routes and this router have multiple routes. So what this router will do? This router is store all the routes in which table? Database table. Understand? I will tell you later. Basically, OSPF maintain 3 type of table. Among 3, there is one more table that is called database table. Okay. So this router has its own database. Router 2 has its own database. You configure the OSPF here. You configure the OSPF here. Getting my point, everyone? Now, when you configure the OSPF, it doesn't mean router 1 starts sharing its complete database with R2 and R2 share its complete data with R1. No, it doesn't mean. Same here. If multiple peoples are my neighbor, it doesn't mean I'm going to share my whatever I cook with everyone. No, this is not happening. I will share only and only with those neighbor on which I trust. Are yes, na everyone? Yes or no? Yes. In the same way, when you configure the OSPF on R1 and R2, I told you in the previous class, when you configure the first message R1 will share, that is called hello message. Yes, na everyone? Hello. Yes. If I or Nabil wants to become friend, definitely first of all, hi, we will do the hi hello. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. So in the same way, router share when you configure the OSPF, the first message router exchange, that is hello message. And in hello message, routers share multiple parameter. What is, guys? Parameter. Getting my point, everyone? If I or Nabil become the neighbor, or become I and Nabil are neighbor, and if I want we become the good friend, so before become the good friend, first of all, we what I can say, the nature should be match. Yes or no? Let's suppose I am let's suppose there is any topic I am thinking like this, and Nabil is thinking different opposite. So definitely this is not possible to become the good friend. Getting my point? So that's the reason, if two people become friend, definitely there are multiple things common. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. So in the same way, when R1 and R2 exchange the hello packet, in hello packet, R1 is telling something about itself, R2 is telling something about itself, and that is called parameter. That is called, guys, what? Parameter. And in OSPF, that is called neighborship parameter. Neighborship parameter. What do you mean by neighborship parameter? Neighborship parameter is just like a what I can say a neighborship parameter is just like a criteria to become a neighbor. For example, I or Nabil become the friend only and only when there are certain criteria. When all the criteria will match between me and Nabil, then both will become the neighbor. Yes or no? Yes. In the same way, when you configure the OSPF on R1 and R2, R1, R2 start exchanging the hello packet. In hello packet, what are the content? Neighborship parameters are there. What is neighborship parameter? There is a criteria to become a neighbor. Okay, so R1 is telling something about itself, R2 is telling something about itself. When hello packet will reach on R2, it means R2 have how many hello? R2 have first on hello. Are you tell me yes na? And R2 receive one hello from R1. Yes. So R2 have two hello. Similarly, R1 has how many hello? On hello and why? R2. Right na? So R1 have also how many hello? Two hello. So both router open the hello packet and check the parameter and start check the parameter. When all the parameter is satisfied, then both router will become the neighbor. Getting my point, everyone? Tell me. Understand? When all the parameters will match, I'm not going to tell you right now the parameter, and please don't ask me because I will tell you these things later. Okay? But right now, just understand, in hello packet, router exchange the multiple parameters, and when both router check each other's parameter and both routers are agree on that parameter, then both router will become neighbor. Now, once both router will become neighbor, then after both routers start exchanging the database with each other. Getting my point? In the same way, when I or Nabil will become the neighbor, or when I or Nabil become the friend, then after I and Nabil will exchange the thing. Otherwise, why I will exchange? Getting my point? In the same way, both router when establish a neighborship, then after both routers start exchanging the database with each other. Understand, everyone? I hope.
Yes, sir.
Any question? Anyone? No?
No.
Okay. So, I hope now you guys have a clear understanding on LSA part, right? Na? LSA means, I told you, na,
Link states.
yes, R2, it exchange the hello, both router become neighbor. Okay, so on R1 has its own database, R2 has its own database. So when both router will become neighbor, both routers start exchanging the database, right now, everyone? Yes or no? Yes. And the database both router exchange always in the form of, that is called LSA. What is LSA? Link state advertisement. Done, everyone? Understand now? Tell me.
Yes.
So that is called LSA. And all the router collect these LSA to build a big database that is called LSDB, link state database. It means, let's suppose this is router number 2. Now router number 2 have how many database? First, its own database. Yes or no? Yes, na? And router number 2 receive one database from R1. It means right now R2 have how many database, guys? 2 database. Yes? Everyone tell me. Right now,
Yes.
what router number 2 will do? On this database, router number 2 run SPF algorithm. Which algorithm? SPF algorithm. Because in this database, there are maybe some paths are common. Are yes, no, yes or no? Yes, na? So what
Yes.
R2 will do? R2 will run the SPF algorithm and choose the best path. Choose the best path to reach its destination and install that path in its which table? Routing table. Understand? Everyone tell me. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Same way, if you guys can assume, in previous class I told you this type of scenario: R1, R2, R3, R4. If we have this type of thing, for example, this router wants to reach this one. So how many paths are there? Either this router reach like this, either this router go here, right? For example, here these are also connected. So it will send packet like here, like this. Yes or no? One path is like this,
Yes.
one path is like this, and one path is directly like this. Yes, now everyone, can you tell me? Yes.
Yes.
Basically, when you configure the OSPF, when all the neighbors will establish, this router share its own database, every router share its own database. So what all router will do? All router have each other's database now. Yes or no? Yes. All router run
Yes.
the which algorithm? SPF algorithm to choose the best path. So definitely when this router run the SPF algorithm, this router choose this one is the best path. Getting my point, everyone? Understand?
Yes.
So basically, and one more thing, there is a two concept, LSA and LSDB. LSA means guys, the database the router is exchanging, right? Na everyone, the database router is exchanging. Fine, na? Now LSDB is the big database, or you can say when all the router start exchanging the database, it means every router have multiple database, right? Now the point is where that database will store. The answer is LSDB. Understand na, everyone? Are tell me, clear na? So don't
Yes.
confuse between LSA or LSDB. Router 1, router 2. Router 1 share its database and router 2 share its database. That is called LSA. Okay. And this router store the database where? In LSDB. Done na? Everyone. Tell me.
Yes.
OSPF use the shortest path SPF algorithm to know the. Yes, guys, in some book you guys will get this name. Dijkstra algorithm. So
That's what
SPF
I wanted to
algorithm.
say.
Dijkstra algorithm. Okay na?
Is that the same thing as SPF algorithm?
Same. To calculate the shortest path to reach the network based on the LSDB. I told you these things. The result will store in the routing table and best path to reach the destination. It means when router maintain the LSDB table, this LSDB table, and on LSDB table, OSPF run which algorithm? SPF algorithm. Okay, and choose the which path? Best path.
Yes.
And that best path router install in which table? Routing table. Because every time router will take the forwarding decision on the basis of routing table, not any other table. Are you getting my point, everyone? So the
Yes.
best path always be installed where? In the routing table. Done? Everyone, tell me.
Yes.
What is LSA and why it is important? I already told you. Think of LSA like a message that router sends to other router. This message contain important information about the router and the connection. Okay. This is important because it provide what? Complete network view. With LSA, every router know about the full layout of the network, best path to calculation, and prevent the loop. So basically, these are the use of LSA. It means I told you na, if this is the switch, there are 4 router. So when all the router start exchanging the LSA, it means all the router has complete network information. Yes or no? Yes, na? Everyone. Because every router has its each other's LSA, right? Na? And this router maintain one big LSDB. Yes or no? Yes, na? This router maintain one big LSDB. And what this router will do? This router run the SPF algorithm on LSDB and calculate the best path and install that path in which table? Routing table. Not only for one routes, for every destination. So what is the use of LSA now? Who can tell me? By the help of LSA, router is exchanging the complete database with each other. The first one, yes or no? Yes. Second use of LSA is on the basis of LSA, all the router calculate the best path. Yes or no? Yes. The third thing,
Yes.
by the help of LSA, what is happening? All the router have complete network information. Yes or no? Let's suppose if this router do not share its LSA, then all the other router, how all the other router will know about these network which is present in the, in its LSA? Not possible, na? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you guys understand? Tell me.
Yes.
Everyone. So that is the use of LSA. Fine. The last point what I told you, R2, R. So I am telling, for example, this router has 10th network, 20 network, 30 network. This router had 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. This router share its database, this router share its database, this router share its database. It means this router has complete network. This router is not sharing its database. It means, for example, on this router, come on this router. On this router have information about 10, 20, 30 because these are directly connected here. Yes or no? Yes. This router already share this network. It means this router have information about 40, 50, 60 also, right? This router also share. It means this router has information about 70, 80 and 90. But this router do not share its own database. Are you getting my point, everyone? It means on all the 3 router do not have information about 100, 110 and 120. Yes or no, everyone? Are you tell me, guys? Yes. Now the next point is cost. I told you in dynamic routing, how router will take the forwarding decision? First router will check the longest prefix match, right? Everyone. And I told you 99% case it's tie. Second one is, guys, AD value. Are you tell me, guys, yes or no? Yes, na?
Yes.
And I told you lower AD value always prefer.
Yes, I have
AD value tells us about the trustworthiness, right? Na? For example, this router receive 10th network from this link and 10th network from this link. On this link, AD value is, let's suppose, 120 and here AD value is 110. So this router trust on which path more? This one, na? Everyone.
Yes.
Because its AD value is less. Done? Everyone. The third one is, let's suppose AD value is also tie. Then router will choose the router will check the third criteria, that is called metric. Fine. And I told you every routing protocol has different method to calculate the metric.
Yes.
Getting my point? For example, RIP, I told you RIP use the hop Fine. EIGRP use the K values. Fine. But OSPF use the method. What is the name of that method, guys? Cost. What is cost? So cost, if anyone asks you, what do you mean by cost? Just tell him cost is nothing. Cost is just the method
Metric.
OSPF used to calculate the metric.
Metric.
Done?
So,
Okay.
Lord, so for
Yes.
EGRP, which method does EGRP use to calculate metric?
EIGRP use the K values. K values.
Key values, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about BGP? What does BGP use?
In case of
Calculate the
BGP, the scenario is completely different. Okay.
Okay.
Now come on the cost. Now I told you in the first class also, router calculate the cost. Router calculate the cost on the basis of bandwidth. On the basis of bandwidth. Yes or no? Everyone.
Yes.
Now, before cost, before learn the cost, what you guys need to remember, you guys need to remember the bandwidth.
Hundreds.
Then you guys will understand the cost. Generally, in real scenario, we have how many links? Ethernet link, fast Ethernet link, serial link, gig, or 10 gig. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Generally, we are using these type of link. Now, what you guys need to remember, you guys must need to remember the bandwidth of all link. For example, if you are using the Ethernet link, what is the bandwidth you guys will get? 10 Mbps.
megabits, Mbps.
Link, guys, 100 Mbps. For
100
serial,
Mbps.
that one gig, 1000, 10 gig, 10,000. That is the bandwidth for each and every link. Are you done, everyone? Understand? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, these are in Mbps. Okay. And I converted. These are called, guys, in kbps. Okay, na? And I hope you guys can convert it in the kbps. How? You guys can Google it and you guys can convert it.
Just
Okay.
divide by 1000.
Why I convert it in the kbps? Because this is the formula to calculate the cost. First one is reference bandwidth and second one is link bandwidth. Okay, what is the formula? Cost is equal to reference bandwidth by link bandwidth. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is reference bandwidth. Here, when you read this line, what you are getting? Reference means there is any number that we are taking for the reference, right? When I read this line, I am understanding this one. What you guys are understanding? Same way? Same thing? Yes or no? Reference bandwidth means definitely it is pointing out there is one value, right? And that value OSPF choose for the reference. Yes or no? Yes. You are correct. So basically, guys, OSPF use the reference bandwidth that is 100 Mbps. What? 100 Mbps. So basically, OSPF choose this bandwidth as a reference. Now, the again most important point. Whenever OSPF calculate the cost, your bandwidth, either reference bandwidth or either link bandwidth, must be in the kbps. Which one, guys? kbps, not mbps. Done? So that's the reason I converted all in the kbps. Done, everyone?
Yes.
Tell me.
I have a question, please.
Yes, please.
Now, does it mean that if we want to apply the OSPF routing method in between routers, the mode of connections can only be through fast Ethernet, minimum of fast Ethernet link. We cannot use ordinary Ethernet link to connect to connect routers in a network using OSPF, because you can see that fast Ethernet link has the bandwidth of 100 Mbps. So if you are going to use probably you have in a network you want to connect routers, maybe via cable connection, or maybe, yeah, through a cable or something. You have maybe it's more than 2 routers or 3 routers you want to use OSPF
Okay,
connection
I
for.
got your point. Basically, first thing, please remember, as an engineer, you do not need to calculate the cost. For every link, cost is already defined.
Okay.
Okay, how defined? I will tell you. Now, next thing is, for example, this is the R1, this is the R2, this is the R3, and this is the R4. For example, let's suppose between R1 and R2, I am using the link, let's suppose fast Ethernet link. Here I am using the Ethernet link, fine. And here I am using the 1 gig link, fine. There is one switch, okay. Or let's suppose there is one PCs are connected. Now tell me, this is the source, this is the destination. So let's suppose if I am telling you, just tell me, let's suppose this PC is sending the 10th network. Okay, this router forward this network here, this router forward here, this router forward here, and finally this 10th network reach on this router, and this router install 10th network. And if you guys remember, I show you the routing table, right? There is a AD value, right? And everyone, yes or no? If you are using the
Yes.
OSPF, AD value is 110, and then
110.
after that there will be, guys, metric. What is metric? Okay, na? So now the thing is, this router install the metric. Metric means this router calculate the overall metric from here to here. Getting my point, everyone? It means for fast Ethernet link, on this link, metric will be different. On this link, metric will be different. On this link, metric will be different. For example, on this link, metric will be 10. On this
10,
link,
okay.
this is Ethernet. For example, metric is 100. For example,
100.
on this link, metric is 1000. So total metric, guys, this router install 10th network with AD value 110 and metric will be 1100. Means 1100, yes or no? And then 10, it means 1110. This one.
Yes.
Understand? Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone, do you guys
Correct.
understand?
Correct.
So, okay. Now, before it, first of all, guys, focus on how actually router calculate the cost. So, formula is cost is equal to reference bandwidth by link bandwidth. Okay, everyone, understand? What is the
Yes.
reference bandwidth? 100 Mbps. And when you convert into 100 Mbps into the kbps, what is the value? 10,000, right? Na? And how can you write in the 10,000 if I am telling you in the form of power? I think you we can write 10 to the power 3 like this, right? Na, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So either you can use this one or either you can use this one, no problem. Now come on here. I am calculating the cost for the Ethernet link. So formula is reference. Reference is always 10 to the power 3 by, what is this? Link bandwidth. For Ethernet link, what is the bandwidth? 10 Mbps, right? And convert 10 Mbps into the kbps. What is the value?
10,000
10,000.
kbps.
Right? Now everyone, yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. There is one mistake. If you convert 100 Mbps, value will be, guys,
100 mbps is just 100.
this one.
That's
So
100,000
when you
kbps.
divide it for 4, how much value you are getting?
10.
It means for Ethernet link cost will be 10. For Ethernet link cost will be
10 mbps.
Now, for the fast Ethernet link, reference is same, fine. For fast Ethernet link, what is the bandwidth? This one. So when you divide, what is the value?
Divided by 10,000.
Fine. Now, for the serial link, when you divide, you are getting approx this one. But what is this is in the kbps, right? And everyone. So in for serial, please remember the exact approx value is 1.544. Done, everyone? Understand? For example, 1 gig. What is the value? See now. This is the fix. And when you divide, you guys will get in 1 by 10. Yes or no? But please remember, cost is not in the fraction. Okay, na? So when you will convert, what is the value you guys will get? Tell me.
0.1.
Yes.
What?
See, I written here one point. Cost can only have integer value. This would be rounded to 1. So we are not writing like 0.1, like no.
No. Okay.
Cost is 1. It is rounded figure, then value will be
1.
done na everyone. Yes or no? Understand?
Sir, serial link, sir. Serial link. Serial link.
Yes, for serial link, when you divide, you guys will get the value like this. Okay, na? But for approx, generally we are taking the value 1.544. In multiple books, you guys will get the same value. Done?
Okay.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
So I
Yes.
written one note here. You can change the reference bandwidth in OSPF. What is the reference bandwidth OSPF is taking, guys? 100. But you can change. So definitely when you change the reference bandwidth, what will happen? The overall cost calculation is change. Yes or no? Are tell me. Yes, na? Are guys, tell me yes or no? Yes, na? This is
Yes.
useful if you want to adjust the cost calculation for different link. Fine, na? But Cisco recommend setting the same reference bandwidth to all router. And in real scenario also, we are not doing any change like this. Getting my point? But for your information, I am just telling you, yes, we can change. This is the command. Go router OSPF, then write the process ID. Command is auto cost reference bandwidth, and then write the value. Whatever the value you are writing here, that value will be in the Mbps. Getting my point, everyone? So this is the command by which you can change the reference bandwidth, but even Cisco is not recommending. Done, everyone? Tell me.
Yes.
So there are two options. Either you can change the reference bandwidth directly, and if you want to change the overall cost, you do not want to change the reference bandwidth. If you want to directly change the cost, yes, you can change. What is the command? IP OSPF cost, and then write the cost value. Are you getting my point? Yes or no, everyone?
Yes.
Yes. This is the command. I don't think on packet tracer we can run or not. Let me try. Show IP protocol. None of the protocol is running. What is the command to enable the OSPF? Router OSPF 100. Tell me. Network. After that, what we have to write, guys? Okay. I am writing 0.0.0.0. Anyone know what is the meaning of this one? And then wildcard mask 0.0.0.0.
0.0.
And area is 0.
0.
Then tell me the exact answer.
Default.
Till now, I told you in the network, you have to write the network ID. Yes, na everyone. Till now, what we discussed. For example, here I am writing either I can write the 10th network, 40 network, or either 111. Right now, if I want to advertise any network in the OSPF, what I need to do? Either I can advertise 10th network, either 40 or either 1. Are everyone, yes or no? Yes, na? But what I am here I am writing, I am not writing 10, 40 or 1. I am writing 0, 0, 0, 0. And wildcard mask is 0, 0, 0 and area is 0. Guys, the meaning of this one is, if you do not want to advertise one by one, if you want to advertise all the network which is configured on this router with the single command, this is the command. Getting my point? Everyone, I hope you guys understand. Done? Can you tell me?
Yes.
So this is the shingle command. So when you write this command, what this router will do? R1 will advertise all the network which is configured here, 1041, all the network in the OSPF. Getting my point? But in real time, this is not also recommended. This is not recommended. What is the reason? First reason is, maybe in your real-time network, this is the router on this network. For example, here you configure the OSPF, but maybe there is one more network will be there, and on this network EIGRP is running or BGP is running or any other protocol is running. Getting my point? And if accidentally you write that command, what will happen? You advertise that one also in the OSPF. So that is big blunder. Yes or no? Yes. So in real scenario, we are not recommending this type of thing. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So for example, I am advertising 1.1.1.1, 0.0.0.0. Oh, that is /32 we assign na for 111, right na? So for /32, what will be the wildcard mask?
It
This
will
one,
be
yes or
5,
no?
5. Yeah.
Tell me. Area is 0. Done. Everyone, tell me. We configure the OSPF. How can you check? To show IP protocol. See, OSPF 100 and we advertise. Which route? Which one? Getting here?
0, 0, 0,
It
2,
means
5,
what?
5, area 0.
Means what? It means we advertise the any fixed routes. What we advertise, we will discuss these things later. But the main focus here, we discuss. This is visible, na? Everyone. Okay.
Yes.
So reference bandwidth. So reference bandwidth, what is the command I told you? Router OSPF 100 and then auto cost. Then guys, reference bandwidth and press the question mark. So this is the range. You guys can change it. And what is this is in Mbps. Okay. So please remember this one. So basically this is the command by which you can change the reference bandwidth. I hope you guys understand. Clear? Or tell me.
Yes.
Okay. Now I told you you can change the cost also. You can change the cost also, right now, and you guys can change the cost on interface basis. For example, gig 0/1. Okay. So let's suppose I am writing the command IP OSPF. What is the command I told you? IP OSPF cost. And I'm
Costs.
writing
Yeah.
the value, let's suppose 100. Not taking. What is the reason? I told you we can change the cost value on interface, not globally. If you are writing the command, this command here in global configuration mode,
Global
it means
configuration.
you are configuring these things globally on the router. It means on all the interface, but this is not possible. Getting my point? Alright, tell me guys. Understand? Interface
Yes.
gig 0/1. And here I am writing IP OSPF cost and left press the question mark. See, here now you can write or you can change the cost. Done, everyone. I hope you guys understand till now. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So basically, this is the way how we can change the cost. Done, everyone. Tell me.
Yes.
Anyone have any question? Anyone who do not understand these things? Done, na? Guys, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Sir,
So basically,
present
this is
sir,
yes.
present
Sorry,
OSPF version 2 నే యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు సార్.
sorry. Present
OSPF version 2.
2 we are using. Yes.
Yeah.
You can when you write the show IP protocol, I think you guys will get should be there. I don't know it will work. So IP OSPF. When you write this command, so IP OSPF, you guys will get the detailed information. Okay, everyone.
Now I have a question.
I told just a minute, just a minute. OSPF 100 is running. That is the backbone area we are running. Area 0 here. Yes or no? number of area on this router. How many area we configured? 1. Tell me, yes, na?
Yes.
1.
See, SPF algorithm you are seeing, na? How many times
SPF
SPF
delete.
algorithm running? So these are the information.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, but we are running the version 2. Okay.
Okay.
Just show IP OSPF 100.
Let's see the
It's
checksum.
not there. Yes. Are you asking something?
Yes.